In the Washington Post helped lead to the downfall of President Richard Nixon. Now, Bob Woodward is releasing a new book about the Trump administration. WBZ political analyst John Keller is here with a first look at fear. John?
Yeah, well, Liam, this is, of course, not the first book offering an inside look at the Trump White House, but it is the first from Woodward, whose books on past presidents have won him a reputation for thoroughness and accuracy. Well, that reputation will be tested now in the wake of Woodward's blistering account.
We are going to do some great things over the next 8 years.
But almost immediately, reports Woodward, some of the president's top aides began playing defense against the man who hired them. After a chemical attack on civilians in the spring of 2017, Mr. Trump called Defense Secretary James Mattis and said he wanted to have Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad killed. After Mattis hung up, he told an aide, "We're not going to do any of that." White House Chief of Staff John Kelly is quoted calling Mr. Trump unhinged and an idiot, saying, "We're in crazy town." And to work for this president, writes Woodward, is to be subject to withering insults from the boss, most notably Attorney General Jeff Sessions, who Trump reportedly called a, quote, dumb Southerner who was, quoting again, mentally retarded. And the book recounts how the Mueller probe has embarrassed and infuriated Mr. Trump. Woodward quotes former Trump lawyer John Dowd staging a disastrous, falsehood-filled mock Mueller interview with the president, then telling Mr. Trump, quote, "Don't testify. It's either that or an orange jumpsuit." The president disagreed. The next day, Dowd resigned. In a phone call as the book neared publication, taped with the president's permission, Mr. Trump gave Woodward his advance review.
We're going to have a very inaccurate book, and that's too bad. No, but I don't blame you entirely.
Be accurate.
All right, okay. Well, accurate is that nobody's ever done a better job than I'm doing as president.
Well, late today, the president dismissed Woodward's work as, quote, just another bad book, and specifically denied the report that aides removed documents from his desk. General Kelly and John Dowd are also denying the quotes that were attributed to them. And late today, White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders said the book's nothing more than fabricated stories, many by former disgruntled employees, end quote.
There have been other negative books about the Trump administration, Fire and Fury from Michael Wolff, Omarosa's book. What's different about the denials of a Bob Woodward book?
Well, Woodward has more credibility than the other two put together, for one. Secondly, Woodward is notorious for keeping careful notes and for tape recording a lot of his interviews. Omarosa had tapes also. That helps. Look, in the end, is it going to undercut the president's support? Probably not, but it is another log on a fire that's burning hotter and hotter as the midterms approach of negativity about the administration.
Right ahead of the midterms, as you say. John Keller, thank you very much.